A tree can grow for centuries. Its green canopy provides deep shade to benefit the community from generation to generation. Founded as a civil charitable group in the 19th century, Tunghua Group of Hospitals is now the largest charitable organization in Hong Kong. Like a century-old tree, the group has grown with Hong Kong and sheltered all people of the city through good and bad times. The beginning of Tunghua Group of Hospitals could be traced back to the small temple called Kwangfok Yizi. The temple was originally built for the Chinese to house the spirit tablets of their ancestors who died in Hong Kong away from their hometown. It was gradually taken as a refuge by the sick and destitute, causing critical public hygiene issues. The situation highlighted the medical deficiencies for local Chinese at the time. A group of benevolent Chinese community leaders then advocated to raise funds for building a Chinese medicine hospital in the neighborhood to offer free medical service to the poor. With government support, Tunghua Hospital was established in 1870 as the first Chinese medicine hospital in Hong Kong, followed by the establishment of Kwonghua Hospital and Tunghua Eastern Hospital years later. In 1931, the management of the three hospitals was unified under one board of directors and retitled as Tunghua Group of Hospitals. Since then, the group has thrived and expanded to cover services for every stage of life. Today, Tunghua Group of Hospitals is the largest charitable organization in Hong Kong, providing a vast range of diversified medical, educational, community and traditional services for the communities.
To
keep pace with the ever-changing society, the group has also developed diversified medical services in addition to the free Chinese medical service. Today, we have about 40 medical and health service units, including 5 hospitals with about 2,600 inpatient beds. Besides free medical services to the sick and poor of around 900,000 visits per annum, we also provide Chinese and Western medicine, screening, rehabilitation, and dental services, as well as our own health products. To support government advocacy of Chinese medicine service, the group has at the same time expanded its Chinese medicine mobile clinics and outreach services, and set up community Chinese medicine clinics and a centralized decoction center, with an aim to provide affordable professional medical services to local people. More, the setting up of the Tunghua Group of Hospitals Medical Center, the Computed Tomography Imaging Center, Endoscopy Center, Integrated Rehabilitation Center, and dental centers by the group also provides new and cutting-edge medical options and services for the public.
學校唔單止教授我哋書本上面嘅知識，更加俾我哋有課堂以外嘅見識同埋體驗，發展潛能，建立正確嘅人生觀。我將來都要貢獻社會，傳承東華三院嘅慈善精神。
Tunghua Group of Hospitals has a long history of running school education, which can date back to the founding of the Manmo Temple Free School in 1880, a time when many local Chinese children were deprived of schooling. To alleviate the issue, the board of directors of Tunghua Hospital and some Chinese community leaders supported the setting up of a free school at the original site of Chunghua Academy, adjacent to Manmo Temple. The Manmo Temple Free School set a milestone in the education history of Hong Kong, as it advocated an unprecedented idea of common education for all. Upholding the mission of education for all, we have been operating a variety of schools over the decades. Being one of the most well-established school-sponsoring bodies in Hong Kong, the group currently operates about 60 education units, including kindergartens, primary schools, secondary schools, special schools, a tertiary institute and education centers, nurturing over 26,000 students every year to provide trained talents for Hong Kong. We promote an all-round education. To broaden the horizons of the students, the group organizes various thematic exchange tours every year, and establishes sister school ties with schools in mainland China and overseas, and alliances with the mainland universities to open up more education opportunities for our students. The group offers a number of scholarship schemes to support students to pursue their further studies in the local, mainland China or overseas universities. Financial supports are also provided to schools to hold diverse extracurricular activities. Various funds and scholarships are set up to subsidize students in sports and artistic endeavors, social service and exchange programs. As the old saying goes, it takes 10 years to grow a tree, but 100 years to develop a talent. The group is committed to the weighty and great responsibility of nurturing people for the betterment of society.
我喺東華三院返工，大家都讚我好開心。
In the late 19th century, Tunghua Hospital began to carry out disaster relief work, offered free burial, coffin home and bone repatriation services to the Chinese communities across the globe. In the 1950s and 1960s, the group started to develop formal and systematic community services. Today, we offer a comprehensive range of community services to over 400,000 people every year through some 200 centers, catering for the diverse needs of families, children, the youth, the elderly, and the disabled.
安文武廟參拜多年，祈求一家平安，善有善報。每年東華三院舉辦嘅秋祭，我都有參加，體驗傳統文化。
The group is dedicated to providing quality traditional services. Over 20 service units are operated to provide funeral services, ritualistic services, as well as traditional cultural services. All revenues generated are used for charitable purposes to support the group's mission in promoting our philanthropic spirit and its dedication to the preservation of Chinese traditions. As Hong Kong's first Chinese charitable organization, established on the basis of Western legal principles, we have been applying our professional skills and dedication to serving the people of Hong Kong for more than a century. The Board of Directors is the highest governing body of the group. The board is assisted by the Executive Committee in governing the group. Under the board, there are various committees, each overseeing a particular function or service. Meanwhile, an advisory board is responsible for advising the board of directors on issues and key management matters related to the group. The administrative structure of the group comprises 11 divisions and 1 office. Under the leadership of the chief executive, integrity is the foundation of any charitable organization. Over the past 3 decades, we have been working closely with the Hong Kong Independent Commission Against Corruption to enhance our anti-corruption measures. The group has strict financial rules in place and adopted a fair and impartial management system. We currently employ over 16,000 staff, aiming to build an efficient and professional team which drives the sustainable development of the organization. We have been actively enhancing our IT application systems and programs over the years to support the development of our service units. The groups and achievements over the years have gained wide recognition and support from the community, as evidenced by the numerous major awards. Tunghua Group of Hospitals carries out a variety of fundraising programs and donation schemes every year in order to raise more donations and fulfill our commitment to serving the community. Among the many fundraising programs of the group, the longest-running TV fundraising show, Tunghua Charity Gala, is believed to be the most recognized one of its kind.
為善聚樂，福有攸歸。東華三院首創《歡樂滿東華》係香港最長壽嘅電視籌款節目，深得廣大市民嘅支持，善款數字屢創新高，惠澤社群。
We also organize other fundraising activities, such as the Flag Day, Charity Cantonese Opera, and Charity Dinner, to facilitate well-wishers to make donations through different channels. All direct expenses of the fundraising events are covered by the group's board of directors and the title patrons of the events. No administration costs will be deducted from the donations of the general public. Every penny of public donations will be used for the benefit of the needy.
東華三院係見證住香港歷史嘅發展，而且一直以嚟咧，佢係擔當住文物保育先導者同埋守護者嘅角色，亦都肩負起文化承傳同埋推廣嘅責任。
The group has dedicated itself to preserving, collecting and studying the historical assets of the organization. During the past years, we had also carried out a number of historical building restorations and architectural conservation programs. In 2010, we established the Records and Heritage Office to take charge of the management of Tunghua Museum and later the Tunghua Group of Hospitals, Maisie Ho Archives and Relic Center. This move is promotion of its cultural heritage and the provision of cultural services. In recent years, we have launched a number of significant conservation and public education projects, such as the Preserve and Share Tunghua Museum Archives website. Looking into the future, the group will continue to keep abreast of social development and offer diverse and quality services to benefit more and more people in need. Regarding the medical services, we will continue to offer free medical services, promote the development of hospital services, optimize our medical facilities, enhance the quality of diagnostic and medical services, expand integrated rehabilitation services, establish new medical center, and strengthen the specialist services of the Integrated Diagnostic and Medical Center and on-site seasonal vaccination program at schools. More efforts will be dedicated to further expand the community-based Chinese medicine service, nurture professional Chinese medicine practitioners, and support of the establishment of Hong Kong's first Chinese medicine hospital. The group will also work towards the redevelopment goal of Kwonghua Hospital. On the education front, we will strive to upgrade our education services. More than 30 of our kindergartens and nurseries have participated in the Free Quality Kindergarten Education Scheme in order to provide better preschool education. Also, some new schools will be in operation and a number of school renovation and development projects have been implemented. New technology will be applied to upgrade the teaching hardware and aids. Tunghua College will develop more new programs to meet the needs of the society. We will continue to organize theme-based student exchange programs and subsidize students to study abroad, broadening their horizons. Regarding the community services, we will maintain our support for the young-old, the youth, and the parents, and continue to bring in innovative technologies to improve service efficiency and quality. We will also make full use of arts, sports and other means to facilitate the rehabilitation of people with disabilities. The group will carry on further development of social innovation services to tackle social issues and social enterprises to offer more job opportunities for the disadvantaged, to facilitate people with different backgrounds, to achieve better mutual understanding and learning so as to build a harmonious and inclusive society. Planting good deeds for a fruitful society. As a century-old organization, Tunghua Group of Hospitals is deeply rooted in Hong Kong and is dedicated to bringing benefits to the whole community. No matter how the society evolves, we will adhere to our beliefs, to heal the sick and to relieve the distressed, to care for the elderly and to rehabilitate the disabled, to promote education and to nurture youngsters and to raise the infants and to guide the youth. In the years ahead, the group will continue to serve the community with dedication and join hands with the community to help the underprivileged.
With a firm roots in Hong Kong for over 150 years, Tunghua Group of Hospitals has always upheld its original aspiration for charity and its commitment to serving the community, regardless of the storms, adversities, and challenges it has weathered and faced. As chairman in office, I am well determined to lead the group to serve the community and promote our philanthropic spirit with all our hearts. Please continue to support Tunghua Group of Hospitals and join us in building the Hong Kong society with empathy and affinity for a better future.